All right, now we're going to move on in our puzzle cube design brief here, and we're going to go to the next step in the design process, which is generating concepts. So to generate concepts, you're going to be creating 25 different puzzle cube parts. You're going to do this by sketching them isometrically in your engineering notebook or on the isometric grid paper that you were given at the beginning of the school year. Remember, you're going to be making all these parts out of 3/4 of an inch cubes, and you're going to need to create 5 different sketches of 4 part pieces. You're going to make 10 5-part pieces and 6-part pieces. 10 6-part pieces. There you go. Anyways, like I said, you're going to put these sketches into your engineering notebook on the isometric grid paper that you have, or onto the isometric grid paper that you got at the beginning of the school year. Now, here are some things that we see as pretty common errors. The first thing is I want to point out is this is one of the cubes. You can draw this one as one of your 4 pieces. They are made up of different cubes. Each one of the grids is going to be representing a cube. So this right here is 1 cube. The one behind it is 2. The one right above is 3, and then the very top one is 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes in this part. So this is a very nicely done part. Notice it's shaded. You have to shade all of these, okay? Now, some errors that we see. First error is that we have this part here, and then we have this one right here. They are exactly the same part. They're just oriented or turned in different directions. So that's one part. That's not 2. The next thing is we have this block right here, this cube, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes long. That's too long because up here it says we have to assemble a 2¼ inch cube. Well, 4 cubes is more than 2¼ inches. So we can only have 3 in a row. This is another nicely drawn part over here, except it wasn't shaded. So it needs to be shaded to receive full credit. 5-part pieces, here's common boo-boos. We see them too long again. This one in this case is 5, not allowed, okay? Over here we have, you need to use a ruler to do these. Make your parts look nice, not quite like this, I guess is the best way to put it. See how they're kind of not straight lines, the lines are crooked, and tails and everything else. I won't give you credit for those. Then the other guy that we have once in a while with a student is they actually draw in these inner lines. You don't have to do that. You can just make your cubes look like this one does. I can see that this is 1, 2 cubes, and then that would be another 2, so that makes 5. Then down here on the 6 pieces, again, too long. 1, 2, 3, 4 long. Can't go more than 3. And then we have this simple brick wall that is just stupid. Okay, now here we go. This is my puzzle cube. You'll see this around the room. You can look at it and check it out, I guess is the best way to put it, a little bit. And you got to remember that we have our criteria. One of the criteria, and I'll take my rubber bands off of this. I just don't want to take it apart too much. But anyways, one of the criteria is that you have interlocking pieces. So like this piece right here is interlocking, and that's because the yellow is on opposite sides of the red. So you can see it can kind of pick itself up there. So that's interlocking. Don't forget, the criteria up here says that you can't have any 2 puzzle parts the same. You have to form a 2¼ inch cube, and that some parts should interlock. Okay. So back to the video here, camera. All right, so that's interlocking. That's what that is. So one or two or three or all of them interlocking, doesn't matter to me. You can see there's another 4-piece part. Here's a 6-piece. That's a 5-piece part right there. So you can see that we have all of these nice little cubes, and they fit together and they make a puzzle cube. So that's the project. Now you need to start sketching in your engineering notebook.